how it is we are going to represent in our coming slides. So first thing is the group 5. In the group 5, it is going to its syntax, it will come in this way: group 5, day of the week and hour. So in this, and then it will count with a specific reason, then unstack it. So it's bit tricky to understand it, but let it put it into this way. Look into the point number 2. In the 24 hours, we have day of week, we have 7, and hour we have 24. So it will plot 7 cross 24 table, and in this 7 cross 24 table, in the first Monday, rather than hour 1, just take it hour 10. In the 10th hour, how many counts is there? How many matches, unique values are found? That is the main important things, because group mean unique. I'll write it here. Group mean unique. So unique items are present between this. It will find out and it will list out. For example, if the user A item is, how many item is present between the Monday 10 o'clock, how many item is present. For example, if it is 10, the item is 20, it will count 20. Then if there is any condition is given for your 20, and the reason mean that customer may purchase. If it is an e-commerce website, it will come under the reason, like any product, it will plot this value. This is how it will be find out. This is the very simplest representation of group 5 to identify it. So to group 5, it's, while mostly it will be used in the hierarchical structure with the same root, but the child, lot of different child's account created, so we can count it how many iteration is happen on that things. It's simple tricky, but in this another way, if you want to understand it, it wants to identify the unique items which is present between the two tables, between the day of the week and hour, to identify that. Mostly if we plot it in the tree structure, definitely it will both will come under the two tables, so it will be plot out. So that's how it will be work. So then I am representing the difference between group count and pivot table difference. Group 1, above one, it's a row and column, it's count the unique row. Pivot table, it will make a row and column and take the value, finally plot it. It's kind of table. It's a kind of table, and it is having each student have score on maths, physics, chemistry, which mark is scored. This definitely it will come with a different value. It will come with a different value, but here it will come with a unique value. So that is a different. So it will come with a different value. It will plot it, mainly used to find out specific day, how many transaction happens, and this given table properly format. Using that we can format it. For example, if the relational database, or else we are taking from two different tables, we are taking the data. If you want to plot into the single data, we can use into the pivot table. Move into the next one, and pivot table, how to use it. Sorry, pandas plays with the data Excel. Pandas also, while using in the first time, it little bit confused, so let me explain how this output it will come. While using this output, you will get the value. If the data present, it will be 0. If value is not present, 0, present or 1, which means boolean value you will get. If since you represent here, you will get the string, and since here it is represent this, you will get the column name. So let me revise once more time. Since it is directly represent in the simple way, we will get the result in the boolean value. That above one we put into the square bracket, and also with the specific panda we will get the answer in the specific entire row in a string. That's how it will behave. And the next one is we will get the specific row, the specific column name, sorry, it's not a name, it's a value. We will get it. This is how it will work. Display the row matches respective name, then it will choose the column and display it. This is how it will work. Make it simple and easy. And once we understood the pandas, then how to do arithmetic operation to get the mean, max, and the minimum, average, and value counts, everything will get. That's very simple. This is everything with the square bracket, but this everything will with the circle bracket. Sorry, please forgive me if I'm not sure what it is. This kind of symbol it will come. So mean this kind of function we need to represent. This one max mean this one, and column which is already explained, and this total pay. This is very important things to remember. That for example, you don't know the employee, which employee is getting the very low pay. You want to get it that employee complete data. For that, first you need to identify the total pay minimum value. So the total pay minimum value, for example, Daniel, which is getting very minimal pay, it will automatically, no, it's not. Daniel is getting the minimal pay like $15. It will per day it will come $15. Then it will represent here. Both will match. Then it will get the value, and finally it will give the entire row, name, column, all the values it will be given. That's how it will work. And this what it will give, each year mean, sort order by the year and given mean. This I need to do the experiment, do the practice. I think it will come like this. Each year it will give the mean value, and the column list also it will list out. That's how it will work. And this one, first it will salary year, which is matching 2013. It will find out. This is the first level operation it will do. Once it's done that, the next level it will choose the respective title, job title, and check how many counts are there, how many counts which matches only one time is found, and that one time sum. For example, 2017 the job title senior analyst, which is count mean one time, which mean the number of positions is number of job title is very less, so that very unique skill set it will easily find out and list out. That's how it will be work. Oh yeah, this is a very important part. Number 7 is, for example, if they are given a problem, and if you want to write a code, don't worry about anything too much. Divided all the things separately. That's what I mentioned. Individual part, finally combine it. if we need to write a code in this solution, we need to write a code into know each and individual part finally compare. So first you will write this. Let me clear it everything. First write this. Second, completely write this. Third, write up to here. Fourth, finally write. So in this single command to get the answer, I'm writing a code at 4 times. Finally I make it a single command. It's how you can do it in a better way, individual. So the next one is example. Automatically choose the topmost high values. For this we need to choose value counts head 5 and American Express as their credit card provider. And also made purchase above 95. So we need to match the two condition. So make it 1. This is the one, e-commerce American Express provider and e-commerce purchase 95 greater than, and this both, if it is matches 1 and 1 condition is true, it will get this value and count. It will count the entire, it will count how much things present, finally list it out. That's the one thing. Then credit card expire in 2025. The input will be given like 2019. So first we need to identify this column is the given. This column is having the value which is expired. So first we need to get the value, then apply into the lambda and the x, and in the x using what is it called, this is it is considered as a string. In this string we are dividing the value from 3 after the character 3. So 0 1 2 3, it is 19, this is 25. So how many count is there, it will identify and it will represent. Here this is, I think, top hosting provider. First we need to identify email. So email, then add this input and x dot split at 1 1, then finally value counts at top 5 hosting provider. That is how it will be work. Just remember this is okay. Dot x dot split this is also, it's good. So remember everything you need to remember while writing the codes. And this is calling the lambda using the functions. This is the same. So don't worry about whenever you going to write a problem. Try to imagine first, then make it write a code. If directly type it, it will make it difficult. We are getting the job title and make it if the title is lower, we are going to make it or else false. So first what we are going to do it, since we are going to write this code in too many times, we are going to write a function, and if it is true, it will automatically repeat. If it is false, it will return false. So first it is getting the value, then it will apply into here. In this chief string, it will go here, and with the if condition, this is, I'll put into slides. And coordinates here, if it is written true, false, that's how it will work. So remember this is a lambda using function we put, and here one more keyword def is coming, def function name and keyword, that's it. Then convert string to datetime, we are using to datetime. to datetime it is mentioned, time to datetime, df underscore column name, this column everything it is having date object string. And once we get this, if we want to convert into the hour, we need to put time dot hour, time dot minutes, time dot year. It will automatically convert this value into the separate attributes. For example, we want to create, already we have a column, in this column we need to create one more column, month. This timestamp we need to extract the attribute and we need to assign this value into month. For that case we need to use this d of month, timestamp, apply time dot month. Here sorry, it will change, it is a date, it's a date, and the same condition, but here it will become date, here month. That's all. That's it. And the next one is map. Since mostly it will come with zeros and one, I hope day of the week finally we will get the values into the 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we need to convert into the month, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yes, it will come on 0 1 2 3 4. So we need to convert into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So how you will do this? The same thing in my previous one of the person is asked about the Linux file permission, it is having RWX. How will you change into 4 5 6? How will you change into the numeric? That kind of, if you want to convert, if you want to write a code, we can easily apply this dmap. So that case it will be work smoother. So the dmap is there. First mention the column name, then dot apply, previously here dot map, dot dmap. That's it. So above the column it will change the day of week column number into string. That is important. Finally I will make everything into the live. If possible I will show it right now, because I am going too much theory, it will make it very bored. Where is my slide? Where is my slide? Sorry, it is coming from the first. And yes, pandas with numpy. Okay, please, we'll finish this. Before going to matplotlib, let me explain the pandas. What is the difference between pandas and numpy? Pandas, for working with the pandas, it is reading the CSV, and pandas will work on top of numpy. Numpy is the low level, pandas is the top. Numpy is the numerical data, numpy is the low level. And we can also create our own, edit, add a column, row table. Once we get it, it also inbuilt function like a group by, merge and join. It's just straightforward mathematical operation. It's used for machine learning. Here also, this is also, we can use it for machine learning and data analytics. And these are some of the important commands: pd.read underscore csv or excel, or pd.read underscore csv or 2. This is for read, this is the input, this is the input, this is the output, then value dot counts. This is not singular, plural, counts dot add. That is how it will be work. And next, what I will do, yes, I will just show yes, see here, this is how we are reading CSV file. This is the symbol syntax. We are having the same directory, we are having 9 and 11 CSV. I am reading this file, and I am displaying this df head. It is having lot of value and information. I am able to display it, and just please, I'm not going to explain each and everything. If you have time, please look into this. It's zip file head, counts head, non-unique, and lambda title region. If anything come important, let me look focus. Yeah, this tabular column, it is finally make it a simpler tabular column. What happened is this database, it is how many calls happened per month. It's how many calls have happened. It's data capstone project 911, and how many calls has been happened. This data I took from Coupler, that website I have taken. How many calls has been taken. This is what calls. Actually the input, it is not straightforward like this. Input would be like this. So finally we have combined it. I have combined it like this. So from here we can combine it in this way. Df group by df week, hour, count, reason, and unstack it. Day of the week, Friday, Monday to Thursday, and hour, each hour how many iterations happened. This is what I explained in the group 5 function. I hope now you get a clear picture. So once done this, just this heat map and cluster map you will study later, but just you will have a look into this. Using this you clearly understand when the peak transaction happened, when the less. See, in the Sunday it's 600, it's a medium, and 300 mean, very low. It is on the from morning, very not night, early, from noon to 4 o'clock. Then Sunday we have less transaction, and also from 21, 28 to 8, 9, 10. This also we are having 600. Just like we can easily get the clear picture within less time. This is one, and this is another. This is the cluster map. How what are the cluster map, heat map and cluster map? What is the difference? Heat map, it will be uniformly Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Thursday. Heat both are, but cluster map, what it will be do, that this is what I know. If any data which is having similar value, it will be represented. See here, Saturday and Sunday it is having similar data, so it is putting this out divider, and Thursday and Friday it is having similar data. So if you want to classify any data column, you can use the cluster map. That's how cluster map and heat map is used. This is the one thing, and this is the one project I have done, and Seaborn I have done one more Seaborn that I'm going to explain it next. And this is the one. And matplotlib is a matplot. It's also used for data visualization, but mostly we will use the Seaborn. Seaborn have a lot of advanced plotting tables, and it's a park, histogram, scatter, pie, hexagonal, pine plot, area plots. And matplotlib, this is the things I didn't use too much, so this is just simple. If you want to use it, you can do explore here. And Seaborn is very important thing. Let me explain with what I have done that with my Google Analytic, my website. I have done some of the analysis. I will explain on this. And see here, this is a 1 2 3 4 5, and one more thing is that pair grid 6. Totally 6 important plots are there. If you are study on this, you will play with all the plots mostly pair plot and pair grid, cluster map, heat map. This 4 is enough. Out of 6, 4 is essential. And we'll heat map and cluster map, we already seen this. And pair plot and pair grid I'm going to explain. Joint plot also I'm explaining. See the syntax for this plot is just straight. Joint plot, we need to use x-axis, y-axis, and which value we need to represent, and we need to represent also the type. We can also mention this. That is one thing. And the heat map, it is we just take directly represent. And cluster map also we can put column, row and column, right? Row and column, sorry, this is my mistake, we can put it. And pair plot also, pair plot and pair grid. And here we can distinguish all the different plot, diagonalized plot and upper plot, lower plot. We can put the KD, DG, but here it will not come hexagonal plot. All the plot we can play it with this. Let me explain with the project what I did. Seaborn, yes, this is the one. This is the project I have done with my Google Analytics, my personal website, student CPU. You can also walk through it. It's load out. See, this is the Seaborn. The first one is simple picture. This is the joint plot, and this is the hexagonal plot. Joint plot with hexagonal. If you immediately want to know from which place take most transaction happened, this is my website. Return visitors and all page views mostly happen when return visitor is 60, all page is 40. This is how it is happened. And this is the same time page view and all page view. When page view it's minus, the first time I'm looking, when page view is 20, when page view is keep on increasing, and all page view also is increasing, so it is direct proportional. So if you want to increase all page view, you need to increase the page view. That's the one decision we take. Understand from this KDE plot. Just like the next one is joint plot. Joint plot also it's saying the same thing. See here, if you increase the page view, the all page view also increase. AP mean all page views, page V mean page view. I hope you know about the Google Analytics websites. And this is the pair plot. Pair plot, what it does, I don't know why it's coming like this. It take all the attribute, all the metrics, first column X and column Y, and each column it will cross functionally. It will plot, for example, PV AP, then PV RE, then PV, then next PV page view, all page view, PV page view, return visitors, then return visitors, unique page view. Just like it will display all the information. This is the one thing. This is the heat map. This is I'm reading another one Excel file. This is I make it into the pivot table. I don't know why I make it. Yes, see here. The reason I gotta make it, since segment have 4 unique values. That's what that data model I explained, right? Without knowing the data, how you will which one you need to use, you can't understand it. So before going to plan your data model, you need to understand the data. I know this data how it will be work, so I can easily use the pivot table. In your case, if you don't know, you need to use group by or pivot table. First you need to have enough time, then plot it. In my case, segment have 4 unique values. I can use the group by for, but it will just count and it will just everything it will have display, because every day it is having all user converter direct traffic new users. If Monday also have 4 values, Tuesday also have 4 values, Wednesday also 4 values. But my main aim is I want to display in Monday all user have a unique value. Tuesday all user have different value. This value I want to place it. So what I am taking, day range, day of index I have taken, and segment column because it is having some unique value, and value as the user. Column is the segment. This is the row and this is the column, and finally I am placed. So pivot table, it's mainly used in the table database to get the data from parent data table. The parent data table which is not formatted, which is lot of important inside data which is present. So to extract from that we are using pivot. A good statement, let me make it. Why pivot table? Why pivot table? To derive the child table from the parents table which is having the data but not properly properly formatted. To extract the unique information from that, we need to use the pivot table, because pivot table group by both, it will keep on confusing. Group, how we will represent group, it is not is having the same it is having the same data. Correct. Why group by? It is having same data but needs to be classified. Good. Or count. That's how we are going to use the group file. Good. So in that case I am using segment. If you want, you can this is what group file, same data needs to be classified. Pivot table, different data different data needs to make another clear table. That's fine. And see here in the hierarchical table, all user and new user both almost similar, and converter direct traffic it's somewhat different. New user search traffic, and both are having unique values. This is the hierarchical. All user search traffic, new user or all user search traffic, both are having some unique both are having related to one another. New user somewhat different. That's it. And if there is any other to see plot copy paragraph, let me check if there is anything useful to paragraph. Paragraph is very useful information to show. See here, PV and AP. If we increase the PV, AP will increase. If we increase the PV, return visitors also increase. Here PV is increased, bounce rate. PV is less, bounce rate is 1. PV is increased, it is might be go less. That's a bounce rate mean the user come and gone, then mean 1. If come and spend more time, bounce rate will be huge. So the same way we will check on another triangle, BV, PV, PR, see here, PR, PV. If you PR, PV, see I am looking the same data from the opposite plotting, PR, PV. 1, 2, 3, PR, PV. When PV is increasing and PV is less, bounce rate, PV and bounce rate. Here bounce rate is low. Not here. Bounce rate is here also low. Sorry, for me to understand this bit difficult. When PV and bounce rate, here BV is low, personal view, and bounce rate high. When PV is high, slightly high, not too much. PV, see here, PV is high, we can't able to predict everything. It's we can't able to classify it. If we are taking too much data, we can able to classify it. So better it's good to, so that's how we can able to plot it. So it's I'm plotted KDE plot and what is just to plot regional plot, I plotted. That's it. So this is a pair. So just see point, it's just nothing. We are just taking the Excel value and plot it into the different plot, KD plot, regional plot and district plot. That's it. That's the next one is a pair grid. Count plot, it's similar to group by. It will count number of similar column, then plot it. If anything needs to, rather than group by, we are using count. If you know good in group by, don't spend too much time on this, because I didn't use. Just go through the slide if you want to read it, and or else you can go to next slide. It's not that much important. And target is in this, and how to troubleshoot the code, because this is also I learned. Once write a code, if you get an error, we need to scan the code 1 or 2 times. There may be following possibility error: spelling mistake, wrong code, wrong characters, wrongly use the wildcard without having the deep obvious and obvious knowledge. So 2 possibility: code, problem or understanding. Use it properly, wisely. And troubleshooting, I'm getting this error. The reason is I am getting this error: string object has no attribute to get. The problem is I need to properly define. I'm just directly defining it as a variable, but it is not it's a pandas data string. We need to define in the right way. Finally I'm able to fix the problem. This is how what I have studied. Still I'm going to study. I'm going to explain. You can see in a coming slide. If you want to know anything, please let me know. You can write it to me. I'm happy to help you. And if you have any doubt, you can write back to me. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Just hold on. Stop it. Video stop.